So are you wondering which is better quality and a better buy, buying a brand new build or a pre-existing home? So in this video, Buster and I are going to talk about pros and cons to both situations. My name is JenniferKosman. I'm a realtor in the Summerville, South Carolina area, and this is one of my pugs, Buster. So thanks for watching. Hope this can help you and your family in making one of the biggest decisions of your life. A few things you will want to consider when deciding between a brand new build with a builder or a pre-existing, pre-owned home is your price point. So many times builders, because they have so many homes being built at the same time, and they have deadlines they want to meet, certain amount of houses they need to get sold so they can continue building. They don't have their resources tied up. So many times they do big price cuts. Hello, Franco and JenniferKosman here, and we are going to talk a little bit about the pros and cons of buying a pre-existing home that has been pre-owned versus building a new home or buying a home that is brand new from a builder. So there definitely can be pros and cons to both. Some things to think about are your price point. So in some cases, depending on the market, one may be cheaper than the other, depending if the market's balanced out, or if it's more of a buyer's market, then you might end up getting a cheaper home if the builder is not selling as quickly as they would like. You also want to look at where you can get the best interest rate. So often builders have their own mortgage team that works with them, and often that will be an incentive that is an option to use. So if rates are higher, like they have been, they were up to the 8s and currently in the 6s, a lot of times they will be able to give you a rate of 4.99 or in the 5s so that you can lower your payment that way. Another thing to think about is the choice. So you might not have as many choices with a pre-owned home, whereas if you are building a home, you may be able to choose the colors, the floor plan, the location of the home. You may have more choices and control over different aspects of the home. Also, the area, what kind of school district you want to be in. If you want to have a bigger yard, often with new builds, if you're in a development, pre-owned or a new build, you are going to have a smaller yard. There are developments that are larger, but they're a little bit more difficult to find. Also, the schools, the amenities offered, a lot of the large communities that new builders are doing, like Nexton, Summers Corner, they have master plan communities with so many amenities. You're so close to everything right in your neighborhood. Like they have the grocery store, some of them have restaurants, or at least access to restaurants and doctor's offices. So that is another area to take into account. And also the trees and nature. A lot of the newer developments, unfortunately, they clear cut them. So you don't have a lot of trees left in the neighborhood. And even if they planted them, it may be years before you have large trees and a lot of nature to experience. So just some things to think about. If you have more questions in comparing specific homes, pre-owned versus new build, please let me know. Thanks for watching. I am now searching on the Charleston MLS, and this is where homes are listed by realtors, and then other realtors can also look up homes for their clients, and they can look up pre-owned or new builds, as many of the developers and builders do post their homes on here as well. So to start out, I did a quick search of homes that are actively for sale in the subdivision of Summers Corner, which is here in Summerville, South Carolina, and Sand Hill Elementary is actually within Summers Corner. It's where I used to teach kindergarten. And I did at least 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms or more. And for the square footage, to keep them similar enough, I did 2,300 square feet to 2,600. With the age, I also wanted that to be similar. It had to be built between 2020 and 2024. So if we go ahead and click the results, we can start comparing some of these homes. So this home is actually listed in Summers Corner by Lennar, which is a new builder. So it was just built. It's listed for $386,945. And let's take a look. So it is a 2-story. They have it staged. They have the floor plan. And this is their new pool they're going to be building very soon in their new amenity center. They have trails throughout. So this one is $386,945. And then if we go ahead and look for, this is another one. Let's take a look. This is also built by Lennar. They're the main builders over in Summers Corner right now. This is 2,559 square feet. And showing some of the things that Lennar has put into this home. There's a large, beautiful Buffalo Lake in Summers Corner also. So I believe this one, 1362 Clayfield Trail, is pre-owned. So this home is almost 2,600 square feet, and it was built in 2021. And it is actually a little bit more than the 2 new builds that are comparable. Has the double front porches, which is a lot of people love that southern feel with the double front porches. But it looks like it's in very good shape for being pre-owned, which most are if they are taken care of. Of course, you have to go see the house. And then if we take a look at, let's see, if we can find another pre-owned. This is another one for Lennar. This is Lennar. This one is Lennar. So Lennar is doing a lot of building. It's hard for the other sellers to compete with their prices. Lennar. Lennar. This is, okay, this one is also pre-owned at $424,699. So you can see you would have a lot of the same upgrades as you would have in a new build, but one advantage is you won't have to wait, as some of these may not be complete yet or ready. So one aspect with the new builds, and even the builds that are a few years old, is they have energy efficiency. So they are building their homes with the right kind of windows, with the newer tankless hot water heater, all those kinds of things that make your home energy efficient. Also, if you build a brand new home, you get the 1-year warranty on mostly everything. Builders can vary. Also, though, with these builds that are only a few years old, if you buy a pre-owned, you should still have the 10-year warranty for the structure. With a new build, of course, you have more flexibility in picking your lot and floor plan. And when you build a new build, your first year or two, the house insurance is very cheap if it's not in a flood zone. So that's something to think about. If you're building a new build, there can be delays. This is something that the builders usually tell you up front, and just you should expect that you might not close on time. So prepare yourself that is an option with the new build. You get to watch the building process, which is really cool. A lot of people love that, seeing it go from dirt to a house there, which actually happens pretty quick. Let's see. All new appliances with a new build, but typically the builder does not offer a refrigerator. So if you get a pre-owned, you might have a refrigerator that you could ask for from the owners. Pre-owned could typically sell quicker, but not always. They could have owner upgrades that they put in, custom bookshelves, or they painted it, and they don't have the flat paint that most builders use. Also, there might be more room for negotiations with a pre-owned seller. The builders will sometimes negotiate, but often they will not. It just depends on the builder and the market. With a pre-owned, often the seller will accept a home sale contingency, which means that you have to sell your current home before you can have money and resources to buy your new home. Negatives for a pre-owned, it could be more worn out. You know, the carpet might not be in the best shape, could have older appliances, older roof, depending how old it is, and there could be more issues that come up with the home. But like I always say, even with a new build, you want to hire your own third-party inspector just to protect yourself and make sure that everything is how it should be, so you don't run into problems down the road and then your warranties are gone. So there is a lot to think about. If you have more questions, feel free to email me or call me. One little secret that a lot of clients do not know is that if you use a realtor, your own realtor you choose and bring with you for a new build, the builders, like Lennar, they have the money, they pay for you to have a realtor. If you don't have your own realtor, you don't bring one, they keep that money. So I always say it's in your best interest, if you want to have someone, you know, to do those little annoying things that you might not have time for if you're working, such as be there at inspections, follow up with the builder, keep track of the financing, making sure everything's on track. So if you want representation for free and you're planning on doing new construction, just something to think about. Now I have Franco with me. Franco and I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching the video. Again, I'm JenniferKosman. I am with ROG Coastal here in Summerville, South Carolina. If you're looking for more information on buying or selling here, I would love to help and be a resource for you. So feel free to email, call, or text any questions or any way I can help. Thank you so much.